Hey, welcome back to the channel. Breaking news. I'm not sure if you're aware of this new trend that is happening in communities around the U.S. It's called bank jugging, where these YNs wait for you outside of a bank or ATM to make withdrawals, follow you, and then rob you. But without further ado, let the video roll.
There's an alarming new crime trend from the state of Texas, which is now spreading really all across the Southeast, and police say it can happen in just a few seconds.
It's not just Texas, it's also happening here in California.
Jugging rhymes with mugging. It spread from Texas to South Carolina. Some police in small towns there weren't even sure what the word meant until the crime started happening in their own districts.
Derived from the term mugging, but since a mug holds less, a jug is make a bigger score.
This video is of a gunpoint robbery in Sherman Oaks, California. The customer throws his bag of $10,000 cash, and the thieves take off. It's called bank jugging. Thieves watch you taking out money from the bank, follow you, and rob you. It can happen quickly anywhere at any time. In Austin, Texas, police report more than 60 cases in the first half of the year. And in California, police have noticed an uptick over the past few months.
Police say you can see a driver who had recently gotten money out of a Chase bank and came to this convenience store on Telephone Road. In just seconds, the 4Runner pulls up, followed by a white Chrysler. And men from the vehicles, two break out the windows on both sides of the victim's vehicle before reaching in and taking off with the cash.
And leaving envelopes stuffed with cash, or even putting it in a glove compartment. Nothing safe.
The day before, Houston police say this man took money from inside a vehicle at a car wash. When confronted by that vehicle's owner, the suspect showed a weapon before getting away, with money also recently withdrawn from a bank.
In North Dallas, he backed his car in, and then 3 armed men jump out of an SUV, run up, and start pointing their guns at him, even pounding on his window, demanding he give up the cash he has on him. In this case, their plan did not work because Mark kept his doors locked and managed to escape.
Investigators say
Let's focus on that last one. Listen, if they follow me to my house, we got to move. There's no way I would stay in that house if they follow me with a wad of cash from the bank. Here's why. If they observe you taking a large amount of money out of the bank, then they're going to assume that you have more stuff in the house, which means your family is still in danger. So the house is officially burned. So if I was him, we'd be out of there that night. The wife, the kids, we gone. We can't stay here no more. I wouldn't even be able to sleep a wink as a father and a husband, knowing that they know my address. But most importantly, if you know you're going to the bank to take out money for whatever reason, why you don't take somebody with you? Y'all let me know down in the comments. Why don't you take somebody with you that you can trust, number one, to keep the car running, and especially in the state of Texas, that can hold something. Now, I get it in California because the gun laws is way different. But in Texas of all places, I'm going to just tell you right now, if I stayed in Texas and I was making a large withdrawal of over $10,000, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be holding something. Somebody's going to be waiting in the car for me with the car running, and we're going to keep driving around until we reach our destination, making sure nobody's following us. Listen, we can't be out here acting like a unicorn with our heads in the clouds, acting like everybody just loves us. That is not the case. You have a large group of people who either do not want to work and like fast money, or who've already ruined their life early, and it's hard for them to get unemployed, so they revert back to the thing they were doing that ruined their life. Most of these people can care less about what you got going on at your house. They can care less. You know what they call people like you in the hood? A lick. That's all they see you, as a lick. And these kind of people will also rob their own family. Look, usual suspects. I want y'all to take a moment, look at the nice gentlemen on the screen. These are the people terrorizing your community. These are the men out here jugging. Listen, this is why if you got money or if you have resources, you got to play it down. Listen, maybe I'll throw this story in here, but there's some guys out there jugging photographers. You can look it up. There are guys that follow professional photographers who go around the cities and take photos as a profession and rob them of their equipment that costs $30,000, $40,000, $60,000. We are living in a society where people do not want to work, and if you have something or resources that can get them rich, they're going to take it from you. That's point blank. They're going to take it from you. Perfect example, me and my wife, in the market to buy a house right now. I will not buy a house, number one, unless it's a gated community and there's a garage that we can pull in and the door can shut. Why? Because yes, I know something can happen in any situation, but it's my job as the husband to create as many barriers as possible to keep my family safe. And the same goes even if you're going to the bank to get some money. You should follow the same philosophy if you're going to the bank. You should have so many systems in place to keep you safe and to protect your asset. So number one, you shouldn't go by yourself, especially if you're in Texas or if you're in a state where you're allowed to carry and defend yourself. Number two, you should take somebody with you that can carry also and can keep the car rolling. Number three, you shouldn't go straight home. If you're taking large amounts of money out of the bank, you should already have a strict destination or place you're going with those finances. You shouldn't be lollygagging around at the gas station or going to the grocery store. Listen, these dudes is wild out here. They'll gun you down in the grocery store with a store full of people. They don't care. Like I said earlier, you just a lick.
27-year-old Johnson and 31-year-old Davis Mitchell followed a bank customer who had just withdrawn $75,000. A constable talked with both victims today.
The wife is at home. She has a broken shoulder and some ribs. She has about a 6 to 8 week recovery process. They are very relieved to know that we got these individuals off the street.
About a week ago.
Hey, 75 bands, y'all? Listen, I'm going to tell you something right now. We all would have been going to jail that day. We all would have been going to jail that day, and I would have put it all on the line. If you robbed me for 75 bands, 75 bands, y'all. Listen, I would have hopped in that car so fast and would have been following them. We would have all been in jail, 100%. Listen, I love the Lord. I love the Lord, and I serve him with all my heart. But if you think I'm about to allow you to play with me in the streets like that, it's not going to happen. I can let a lot of things go. I can even let a lower amount go. But I'm telling you on today, I am not about to allow you to jug me down for 75 bands, especially if it was meant for something specific, like my daughter's college tuition. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. And listen, I'm going to just have to eat my ramen noodles for however long, but I'm just not about to let some YNs that's just been casing people out, targeting hardworking people like myself, and get me for 75 bands. Ain't gonna happen.
This jugging incident took place. You can see the video. This man was followed back to his business and beaten and robbed in the middle of the afternoon.
Police say this is Farrell Dembry and 2 others committing a jugging at the Bank of America on Fallon Loop Road last month. A 4th suspect waited in the car. A repairman was working on the ATM at the time.
The suspects had, while he was working on the ATM, pulled up, forced him to the ground, told him to lay there, indicated that they had a weapon, said they would shoot him if he moved.
Dembry disabled a different ATM in St. Louis earlier in the day, triggering a call to the repairman. They then followed the repairman around to different jobs until they got to O'Fallon.
In the video, you can kind of see this guy sneaking around the cars, and he takes something out of your car. What did he take?
He took money. He took the money I just got out the bank, and it was deliberate.
And how much money was stolen from you?
60,000. I was just trying to, have a little cash to kind of negotiate better and that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
We never expecting that it was all going to just disappear.
On February 13th, cameras showed the moment he...
Y'all see this? Y'all see this? I don't even know what else to say. I'm at a loss for words. He just slammed that young lady. It's my personal opinion that the communities need to get a handle on this. I know we living in hard times, but the cost of doing business is just getting bad. It's getting bad. It's not a good time for the customers right now because you got people out here doing stuff like this. And if the community and law enforcement don't get this under control, guess what? People gonna start protecting themselves. You know why? Because everybody has a breaking point. Everybody has a breaking point. Bro, you don't know what them people had to go through to save that kind of money. You don't know how many years it took them to save that kind of money. And you just woke up and cased them out and robbed them. Look, I just don't agree. And I think it's very heartbreaking that in some states, criminals like this get a slap on the wrist and they let out to do it again. I'll never understand.
Attacked Trung, body slamming her to the ground and stealing her money. He followed her after she stopped by a bank and withdrew over $4,000 to pay for a family trip to Vietnam. The Houston woman's adjusting to having limited mobility, left paralyzed. 18-year-old Joseph Harrell.
See, let's do a profile session real quick, y'all. Let's do a quick profile session. He got the starter kid dreads, but what I want you to focus on the eyes. Focus on the eyes. I'm teaching y'all how to discern people. This young man has legions of demons. Legions. Listen, if you looking close, you can see the demons in his eyes. You just saw the video. But some of this blame I'm putting on the husband or her father, because that young lady should not have been out there by herself getting a wad of cash. There's no way I would send my wife by herself to get a wad of cash to pay for a family trip. Listen, the way things is going, I don't even trust her to go into the nice neighborhoods by herself. Because guess what? People like this will assume people in the hood don't have no money. So guess what? They're going to go out to the nicer areas. They're going to go out to the middle class and the upper class areas and try to rob them. But this is why we need to be alert and keep our heads on the swivel, because he ain't the only one. No, he ain't the only one. And guess what? For everyone they lock up, is 3 or 4 more out there. This is why we got to stay vigilant.
Pleaded guilty to aggravated robbery, causing serious bodily injury, and was sentenced to 30 years in prison.
In my opinion, I personally don't think that was enough time. He didn't just rob that young lady, he assaulted her. And man, shout out to all the people that were in this video. May the prayers of God be with you. May everything that was stolen be restored. But to all you YNs that was trying to get over on this hardworking people, I pray you get everything you get. Because remember, every action has a reaction. But yeah, we gotta do a better job out here, y'all. It's wild out in the streets. Remember, you can't trust nobody. There's always somebody watching. Man, stay close to God, stay vigilant, and keep your head on the swivel. Remember, I love you and I appreciate you. Thanks for watching this video to the end. I'm out.